Sequence Break is a 2017-2018. It actually came out in 2018. In fact, a day before I recorded this, it just came out on the Shudder Network. But I saw it at a film festival when I was reviewing things for the Forces of Geek website. I saw it back in 2017. Sequence Break is... I don't want to boil it down this much because it is more nuanced, but it's Videodrome for video games. You know, Videodrome was for VHS and the video era. This is the coin-op video game version of Videodrome. As I said, it's more nuanced than that, but if you really want to just boil it down to that, that's not exactly unfair. You've got Chase Williamson as a video game technician who runs into this video game that is more than what it seems, and he has sex with it. And yes, he literally has sex with a coin-op video game, and the video game even comes. I'm not joking. And this is not a parody, this is not a funny, I mean there are a few funny moments, but this is not a comedy. Sequence Break is a fantastic look at not only how much of our electronic world we're reliant on, but how much stimulus we actually get from all of these things. Because one of the things is Chase Williamson's character Oz, he has a girlfriend in Tess. And he becomes more obsessed with having sex with the video game, and it's not traditional sex. You have to see it. Writer-director Graham Skipper does it oddly tastefully as well as graphic. It's kind of strange if you think about it, but you should see the movie. But he becomes more interested in the game and what it's doing to him than in his girlfriend Tess. And there's some murders involved, there's crazy homeless people that know more than what they should, a very okay then ending. It's a very, very good little movie. And I do mean it's a little movie, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I think this is the kind of independent film we've been missing for so long. You've got all this garbage being put out by the Asylum and shit like that, and then you have a movie like this that cost half as much, has more heart, more character, and is more unique. You go into Sequence Break, and you might not know exactly what you're going to get, even though, like I said, it's Videodrome for video games. And I don't think that's being unfair, but at the same time, there's depth to this, too. Director Graham Skipper, I think he kind of went with the whole killer video game. You know, there's all these urban legends about, video games that drive you mad. And he took that to, I guess, the next horror movie logical step. The movie is filled with great lighting, great colored lighting. Graham is not afraid of colors like so many directors are. It's almost all practical effects except for the obvious computer-generated video game effects, which are literally computer-generated. It's got good performances. It has a weird little John Dies at the End reunion with Chase Williamson as Oz and Fabian Teresi as Tess, both being from John Dies at the End as well. And Graham Skipper also worked with Chase on Beyond the Gates, where he was an actor, and it's got this strange kind of John Dies at the End, Beyond the Gates reunion thing going for it. But I highly recommend Sequence Break. Right now there's no physical release of it, but it is streaming on Shudder, and no, this is not a paid advertisement. I get nothing for this, but it is streaming on the Shudder network right now, and I can't recommend this movie more. Check out Sequence Break.